Hello, I'm Carl Stabe, and here is the 5 Minute System segment. Today, I have Garrett Delph, the founder of Clarity Ops. Thank you for being here. What's your system that you've implemented in the last year or two that's really helped you?
Yeah, thanks, Carl. Super happy to be here, by the way. So we have several, but the one that really is the newest is a system that we call Nexa 360. And entire value proposition is the job description and all of the meta that is embedded in the job description for the benefit of the people and the org. And so this came about just from my experience over the years, building companies. And the job description, it was always this sort of very elusive um, uh, document that was always so difficult to really chase down and use as a formal map for the business.
Mm.
They were saved in different forms, different formats, in different locations. They were often siloed. It's always a struggle to sort of organize them for their practical use on the daily. And so we built a system called Nexa 360 that allows business owners or business leaders to build their job descriptions best in class in a fast and easy way. But then that goes into a database and automatically organizes all of the skills, all of the descriptions, all of the titles, all of the reportee and reporters, uh, so that all of this stuff becomes very easy to organize and easily search up and amend and edit any given time for any leader that has access to admin. And that has been a game changer.
Okay, I love that. And so, is there a story or an example that you can give us of how you've used it in your company and what problem it solved?
Well, the story, um, I have stories of clients, but I think the more important story is how we got here. And the idea was historically, when we would hire new roles, and in the process of recruit, there was always this fumbling to build a job description that was well aligned to the business role that we were hiring for and the outcomes we needed. And because of the pressure to hire, often what my leaders would do is they'd go to Google and they'd go like, "Give me a senior sales manager job description," because they hadn't updated theirs over time. They would grab it, pull it down, and they would use that to hire. And then ultimately, a sales manager would join. And then what the business would actually want them or need them to do was different than what was in the job description. So this
Mm.
caused confusion. It caused FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Obviously, it affected business outcomes, business execution. And inevitably, what would have to happen is that job description would need to be rewritten so the person who was hired was clear about what was needed. They're clear about their KPIs. And then this vicious circle would repeat. The job description would be rewritten. It would be saved in a Google Drive folder, sometimes only unique to whatever manager owned that. And the business would move on. And this was this horrible, vicious cycle
Mm.
throughout all the functions in the business for all the leaders. And we got a hold of that internally, ultimately. But that's what led to the development of how do you consolidate all the job descriptions across all functions in a business into one hub that can easily search up all of the meta, all of the job descriptions, and organize them easily for all leaders to have access and move forward. And then the benefit, of course, as a result of that is clarity, you know,
Mm.
clarity
Yeah.
for the people, clarity for the leaders, clarity for the business.
And it's funny how we create products because we see the pain inside of our own companies, and then we're like, "Oh, well, others probably have this. So let's test this out and see if this could be a product." And lo and behold, it's a product now
That's
that
right.
yeah, that's awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's right, Carl.
Well, thank you. That was a great 5-minute system segment. And next we'll go into the interview.